Okay, looks like we are live. Looks like there's a couple people in the room. So if anyone's in here, can you help me out real quick and just let me know if you can see me okay and the audio is good. Just want to do a quick check real fast. There we go. Hey, Swamp's here. How you doing, Glenn? See if we can get a couple more people in here. You hear me okay, bud? See you, hear you. Awesome. All right. So we need a couple more people in here. Man, I've been busy all day. Did my just got done doing my Making Money Monday video. Just got that out and did an interview with John this morning, Cincinnati Picker. So that was quite an adventure. Hope maybe he's gonna take a pop in here in a little bit. That'd be kind of nice. Man, yeah, like I said, I've been listening all morning, taking photos. I got so much stuff, man. I've been doing from this weekend. It's just been crazy, just trying to get caught up with everything. Swamp Picker at work may go on any notice. Oh no, that's no problem, Glenn. Not a problem at all. Like I said, it shows we got about 3 people watching, so well, we got a couple more coming in here. So yeah, any of you guys that are all you voyeurs that are sitting there watching, feel free at least to say hello, and if you got any questions for me, go ahead and ask. Definitely, I love hearing from everybody, and like I said, I'm taking a little break today. I haven't done a live video in a while, so I decided to come and just talk to you guys. Like I said, I've been working really hard this morning, just putting out that Making Money Monday video. There's Lonnie. How you doing, Lonnie? Garage Flips. Hey, I was just about to go live myself. Oh man. Okay. Well, hopefully I won't stay on here too long because I definitely want to catch your show. Those of you guys who haven't caught Lonnie before, Garage Flips, make sure you guys check out his channel. He always puts out all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, looks like a couple more people are popping in. All right, so anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I've been working really hard this morning. Just been listing, taking photos. I needed a break. I got a insurance adjuster coming here in a little bit. I didn't tell you guys. I guess it was 2 weeks ago. I did a citywide garage sale, Super Sunshine Thrifter. How you doing, Sunshine? Glad you could pop in. Slick Flip, how you doing? Listening while taking photos. Awesome. There's Henry. Oh man, we got all kinds of people popping in now. This is great, man. This is what I needed, man. I needed a little break today. Like I said, I've been working really hard. Super early this morning. John, the Cincinnati Picker, got a hold of me. We did a little interview. He's got a show over in his channel called The Flip, where he interviews different resellers and stuff like that. We did it a couple weeks ago, and we had a little technical difficulty, so we ended up redoing it today. Everything went good, so John should have that video up tomorrow, so you guys definitely check out John's channel at the Cincinnati Picker. Just do a little YouTube search. You guys can find him. It was pretty good. We were just pretty much just cutting up and laughing a little bit, but he did ask me a few questions, so we had a pretty good time. And I definitely got to check out Glenn, the Swamp Pickers. I seen you had a new video up, Glenn, the other day. I think it was yesterday. Glenn Swamp Picker, he's got a couple videos out, so you guys check out Glenn Swamp Picker's channel. Man, I'm just sitting here promoting everybody's stuff today, but that's okay. Them guys are all good about sharing the love as well. So I've got 12 people in here already. So Super Sunshine, just watch your new video, good sales. Yeah, they weren't bad. Not my best week by far. I was way down. I did a little sale this weekend. Yeah, just crack open a pop. Actually, this is Galactic Double Daisy Cutter from Half Acre. It's just a double pale ale. Yeah, I was in need of a beer, and like I said, I've been working really hard this morning. I need a break, and like I said, I was waiting for the insurance adjuster to come. I'll get back to my story. 2 weeks ago, I went to a citywide garage sale about an hour and 30 minutes from my house. Super windy that day. I drove a full-size F-150, and I got one of those leather tonneau covers across the back. Yeah, it's funny, Lonnie. It's sponsored by Half Acre Galactic Double Daisy Cutter. So anyway, coming back from the garage sales, the citywides I did that day, it was super windy. Well, one of the clamps on my tonneau cover must have let go, The wind got underneath of it and ripped the whole thing right off of the back of my truck. Now, mind you, I've been out garage sailing all day. The back of my pickup was absolutely just jam-packed full of stuff. I had to stop on the interstate. I'm doing 75, 80 conservatively. We'll just say that. That sucker took off like a kite, like a big old box kite. There was a lady behind me in a van. Thank God she was back far enough. I'm telling you what, bitch, I'm surprised she didn't change her pants. But the wind was so strong that when it lifted it up, it blew it out into a field. I turned around to go back to go pick it up. I couldn't even find it anywhere. And when it took off, it actually I have a kind of like a plastic cap that runs along the whole base of my truck box. Tore that thing right off of there as well. So I called my insurance company. They said that it should be covered. So I was pretty happy about that, but I didn't know probably with what the price of the tonneau cover was and that little cap. It wasn't really real expensive. My agent said, though, I had zero deductible, which he thought was pretty unheard of. So I was super happy about that. So hopefully I can get that thing taken care of because, man, I miss it. When I was out just, garage sailing this weekend and just running around in town, man, I always like putting stuff underneath that cover. That way, if it's raining or doing what have you, man, it's, something. Jump back over to the chat and give a couple more shout outs. Looks like we got about 11 people in here watching. So let's see. Yeah, watching the video of the sales. Sponsored by Michael Jordan. How you doing, bud? And they thank you for the plug. Yeah, I wish I was getting a little kickback, man. Half Acre makes some pretty good stuff. They're a fairly new brewery out of Chicago. There's a bunch of craft breweries in Chicago. This thing here is actually pretty limited. You couldn't really even find this in many stores. So I had a buddy who's a bigger nerd and craft beer nerd than me. He got a 4-pack and he was only willing to give up to. I paid $9 for 2 beers. Yeah, that's kind of nerd I am. But anyway, John the Cincinnati Picker popped in. How you doing, John? If you cut the title of this here. I needed a beer and a break. So I've been, after I did your interview this morning, I put out my Making Money Monday video, took a whole ton of photos. I've been editing. Man, I just had a lot going on this morning, and I was like, you know what, I need a break. I'm going to sit down for a little bit, talk to the people. If anybody had any questions or anything like that, I'd let them shout it out to me for a little bit. I haven't done a live video in a little while, so like I said, I figured I'd just sit back here for a little bit. My dog needed to go out anyway, so she's out here and enjoying a little sunshine. But wow, that's good. Hey, while I got everybody on here and I'm drinking beer, I might as well just I'll jump in. I kind of touched base on my Making Money Monday video. We got John's Cincinnati Picker and Lonnie at Garage Flips. They're going to be part of a new reseller 6-pack show that we're going to do. You guys invited me to join them. So like I said, it'll be Lonnie, John, Yori from Good Used Goods, I believe Tanya from Thrifty Treasures. I can't think of who else. I believe maybe possibly Chad Pagel, maybe Ronnie Hart from time to time, Dwayne at Mothership Products. We're all going to get together on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we're going to crack open a couple beers, and everybody's going to talk. Michael Cole from Kinetic Energy. I think he's going to be in there. The guy's always, you never know what he's going to say. I think it's going to be a really interesting show for sure. So, and I think the first night, guys, it's going to be over on John's channel on the Cincinnati Picker. So go to John's channel. Those of you guys who don't follow him, subscribe to John, hit the little bell next to his name. They'll give you a notification when we fire that show up that night. So everybody can come in. You guys can ask us questions. Like I said, I don't even know if it's even going to be reseller related. It could just go most anywhere. And then immediately following, it's only going to be for an hour. Immediately following, you guys jump over to Chris Caron's channel at The Walking Picker, and we'll take and probably continue everything over there. We won't be a part of that show, but we'll probably be in the chat room talking. So if you guys have carryover questions or whatever, you guys can hit us up there. We can answer you guys on the side chat. But Chris does a drive-by show. Him and Dwayne Hale do a drive-by show on Wednesday nights. I'm usually not there because, like I said, I work. I'm up super early in the morning, and then on Sunday nights, then they have the Walker Picky, the our show with the walking. God, I can't even talk already this day. On the Walking Pickers channel, and with him and Dwayne Hale. So, and they always have guests from time to time. So you guys definitely stay tuned and check that out for sure. Let's see. This garage club say, hey, this way you aren't drinking alone, Andy. This is officially a social drink. Yeah, that would. I guess it, I guess this does qualify as a social drink. Yeah, Chad and Ronnie. Okay. No, not kinetic energy. Oh, okay. So Michael must not going to be a part of the show. Yeah, he's too much of a wild card, I guess. I think he's Lonnie says, I think he's legally forbidden from consuming alcohol. Yeah, there may be an order or two out against Michael. Who knows? It's all good, Michael. I love you, man. Beer getting to me already. Glenn says, yeah, man. This is a big beer. I don't even know what percent this is. This is probably 7-8%. I'm assuming. I can't. 8%. Yeah, it's an 8% pale ale. So yeah, it's a big boy. Hey, there's Chris. Hey, Chris, I just did a shout out for your channel, telling everybody about our new show that we're going to do, and then to have them jump over to your channel immediately following, and that way then they can watch our show and stuff like that Sunday night. So I'm just pretty much just chilling in my backyard. I need a little break and a little hydration, a little refresher. I just recharging the batteries. I've been really, really busy today. It's beautiful outside, and I needed to get outside for a little bit. So I figured I'd sit back here for a little bit and let my dog out, and she needed to go. And if anybody popped in the chat room or whatever wanted to talk to me for a couple minutes, they could feel free to ask some questions. Any of you guys that are watching and stuff like that, all you voyeurs, if you got any questions or anything like that, make sure, go ahead and ask them now. There's plenty of experts in the room that know way more about stuff than I do, but, I'm definitely always happy to help, and I'll throw things, towards the best I can. Lonnie asked, did I make that flag? No, I didn't. Actually, my wife made this flag. It's pretty good size, to be honest. I don't know how well you can see it here, but I'll kind of tip it up. It's probably like 3 foot by 5 foot. It's a pretty good size flag. She made it all out of 1x4s, I believe. She distressed all the wood. I don't know. She was in my garage looking for nails and all kinds of abrasives and everything else, and she had out hammers, and I hear her out beating on all kinds of wood and everything else, and it scares me to death when I hear power tools fire up and it ain't me using them. Yeah, she scares me to death, but she's pretty crafty. She's always making stuff and what have you. So yeah, she made this big, huge flag. I had to get the hanger that I got that hangs on the side of the house here is, man, it must have been like a $20 hanger, but it holds like up to like 300 pounds. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a beveled hanger. So like one piece goes this way and then the other piece tapers out, and then the two like slide in together. They'll lock together and what have you. So that's pretty cool. Kind of neat. Yeah, cool PHP. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think she wants to make another one to put out in front of the house, but I was like going, okay, really, how many flags do we need? I'm as patriotic as the next guy and proud of my country. My stepson served, and all our family and everything else they all served. So, but I told her, I was like, really, how many flags do we need? This one's pretty cool. It looks nice in the backyard. So, this is just big space. I got kind of like an overhang area here where I'm sitting. You can see I got a speaker that sits out here. So usually I always got the radio on, and a nice fenced yard. My dog can be back here. And usually I'm always just sitting back here having a cocktail and, maybe smoking a cigar. I figured that probably wouldn't be appropriate for the show today. So, like I said, I didn't know how long I was going to be on here. I just needed a little break. And like I said, I kind of enjoy doing these live shows. They're kind of fun. So you need to get her to work. You could sell the crap out of those. Yeah. She could probably make some pretty good money, because honestly, there's really not a lot of money in there. I mean, I don't know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 1x4s. So I mean, it can't cost probably more than $15. And then the little stars she got at a craft store. Couldn't tell you which one, because I avoid those places like the plague. Usually, whenever she wants to go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's, I'm like, I just cringe. Usually, I'm like going, hey. Is there a Goodwill or Salvation Army anywhere close? Um, and then she can drop me off because I know she's going to be in there for an hour. We actually have one. The nearest Hobby Lobby to me is about 45 minutes away, and I'm pretty lucky at that one because there's a big Salvation Army family store right next to that one. So when she gets a hankering to go to Hobby Lobby, that's the one that I like to go to because I could just, we just park the truck. I go one way, she goes the other way, and usually I'm still out before she is. But yeah, it's one of those deals. But always fun. She's always, like I said, crafting and doing stuff. I guess it keeps her out of trouble. It keeps her out of my hair. She doesn't help a whole lot with the business, so. She does ask questions, and every once in a while, she'll go in and help me thrift. She's slowly learning some of the brands that I look out for, more in the summer, and not in the summer, but in the winter time. That's when I focus more on clothing. But during the summer, I'm always looking for hard goods, but you never know what you're going to find. Typically in our Salvation Armies, we don't usually find a lot of good hard goods for whatever reason. Usually the packages are always just destroyed and everything else. So the one that's closest to me, they're actually getting really pricey. I was in there the other day, and they had like a pair of Keen shoes or Keen sandals. Keen's a really good brand to look out for if you guys are out looking for shoes and whatnot. But my God, they were like $40, and I was like, well, you got to be kidding me. I go, these are, I mean, they weren't in the worst shape, but they weren't in the best shape either. And so for $40, they even had a pair of another really nice pair of shoes. I can't remember what they were. Merrells. They had a real nice pair of Merrells. I'm always jumping on Merrells. They usually sell within a week or so of me picking them up. They usually go for some pretty good money. But they had those marked extremely high too. I think they were around $60 or $70. So I don't know if they're like starting to look up shoes at this place. Some of their jeans are just starting to get it, I guess it's everywhere, there's so many of those guys out there that are reselling, and, they go into those stores and they talk about what they make off of the place and what have you. So, I'm sure it is what it is. Let's see what all I miss over here in the chat. It's really cool. She did a terrific job. Yeah, I'll let her know that, Lonnie. Walking Picker says, do you like pale ale from Get Some? I've never heard of Get Some. It's might be a smaller microbrewery or whatever. I'm not sure. Chris says, do you need to get her to work? You could. Oh yeah, yeah. You still care about those, Glenn. Maybe $10 per year. Oh well. I got drugged into Michael's this weekend. Yeah, I hate that place. I absolutely hate that place. We have one of those in my town, and man, it's almost as bad as me having to go to Kohl's. She's usually I drive wherever we go, and Kohl's and Michael's are both right on the way to our super Walmart. So it's just like, oh, please don't say go to Kohl's. Please don't say go to Michael's. Because otherwise I'm sitting in the truck for an hour. And it's like, when it's nice and sunny out and this and that, I'm one of them guys. I like to be outside. I like to be doing stuff. My dog's going ape shit. Excuse me, guys. Lou, listen, get over here. Sorry, I got to yell at my dog. Lucy, get over here. Get over here. Sit, Lulu. Yeah, I hate those places too, man. I hate the way that they smell, and I hate the stuff they sell. It's just horrible. Yeah, sorry guys, I had to get after my dog. We got new neighbors, and my dog does not like the neighbor dog. She's a rescue dog. I don't know if you can see her or not. Let's see if I can get her. Come here, Lou. Up. Come here. Want to come up, say hi. Oh, yeah, this is my dog. Yeah. She's a rescue dog. She's super ferocious, as you can tell. Yeah, she loves me. But yeah, for whatever reason, man, she does not like our neighbor dog, and it's a smaller dog. We have another neighbor on the corner. They got a great big Mastiff, a Boxer, and some other big dog, and doesn't bother her one bit. But boy, this one that the neighbor has, she just does not like her. So we're trying to get them to be friends, but it's not working out so good. Okay, get out. Yeah, really smart dog too. My wife's got her jumping through hoops. She'll play dead. I can, when we picked her up from the shelter, all she could do was sit. She knew no commands, no nothing. She's basically got a lot of border collie in her. I'm assuming. I mean, and those are pretty smart dogs. Um, yeah, thanks, Sunshine. Yeah, she's a good dog. We've had really really good luck with her. You know, the rescue dogs. I know so many people that have gotten some great dogs that um, that have been rescued and what have you. And there are a couple. My sister-in-law actually, she had one that she had to take back. She said it was terrifying her. She goes literally, she goes like she would sleep, and she goes she would wake up, and then she was like the dog was always like hovering over her, like just like and she goes, it was really creepy. So she goes, I had to take it back, and she goes, I didn't know if it was just going to attack me one of these nights in my sleep. It just always had that look to it, like she just didn't know what was going to. So I was like, it is what it is. But yeah, she's a good dog. Every once in a while, probably when I'm making a video, I usually do that in my basement when I'm putting together my videos, and she's upstairs and she barks at everything that goes by. Probably the first year and a half we had her, I didn't even know if she could bark. Never heard a peep out of her, it was great, and at the same time, it was kind of frustrating because kind of like to. I guess when people come or whatever, you just want to be alerted that, hey, there's somebody here or there's something going on outside. She never made a sound for about the first year and a half. And then all of a sudden, man, I don't know if she figured out how to bark or what. She barks all the time. But anyway, she'll send bark at a leaf blowing by. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those deals. But oh my gosh. Yard sale hunter, how you doing, Kyle? Gosh, I haven't seen you in a while, man. You haven't put anything out. I did check one of your game hauls, though. I think that you had here just maybe a couple weeks ago. So maybe that's the last time you put something out. Always looking for your stuff, buddy. USA, love it. Thanks. Yeah, you've had quite the adventures here lately. Been kind of all over, meeting some pretty interesting people, haven't you? Yeah, as Lonnie says, he's been a busy man. Yeah, Kyle's been a busy guy. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Kyle, the yard sale hunter, go check out his channel, man. Kyle's he's big video game guru. Good with wrestling stuff. I believe it's him and his brother. They do a lot with like the wrestling figures. Yeah, he's a young kid, but man, I'm telling you what, he's going places. He's got a ton of subs, which is really awesome. Just man, I'm telling you what, I wish I was making the kind of money at his age that he is, and not having to actually do any work, just doing what you really love and enjoy. That would be so awesome. New Wii U pickups coming within a few days. There we go. So you guys join Kyle's channel, and hopefully he'll have a new video out for you guys. Kyle's really interesting to watch. I'm already even learning something. Yeah, if you watch my new Making Money Monday video, Kyle, I just put out, I sold another one of those Nerf cases. I think you were telling me too about those. I was talking with John in Cincinnati Picker. He sent me a message and said that he didn't even know those Nerf cases for like the DSs and DSIs, whatever, were worth as much as they are. I said, yeah. I said, man, I think I've sold about 3 in the last couple months, and they're always like $20-25 a pop. So, yeah, that's those are always a great find. Okay, I don't know how long I've been on here, guys. Maybe about 20 minutes, but yeah, I definitely needed this little break. Like I said, just needed to recharge a little bit and what have you. Anyone else who's in the chat room, man, feel free to say hello, man. Don't be shy. I love hearing from everybody, especially seeing a new face once in a while. Holy cow. Luke Endless Entrepreneurs is in the channel. Holy cow. How you doing, Luke? Hey, you see my LL Bean haul? It doesn't match the one that you had by any means, but man, I had a really nice LL Bean score this weekend. I think I got like 35 shirts for 71 cents a piece. So now the only thing is, man, I got to get this old guy smell out of them, man. The guy was a doctor, and they just had this funk to him, and it's not that it's bad, but it's just old guy. Yeah, first time catching you live, man. Yeah, I'm always watching your stuff, Luke. Man, I love your show. God, I can't believe how fast your channel's growing and how big your stuff has got for sure. So yeah, and I wish, man, I'm totally jealous. I wish I could sit and watch YouTube and stuff like that while I'm at work. But yeah, that's just not gonna, that's not going to pan out. It'd be great to sit around and watch YouTube all day and get paid for it. I get paid for doing other nonsense, but it's not YouTube for sure. I was just telling these guys, everybody that's in the room and what have you, that pretty much I just needed a break. I've been busy as all heck this morning. Mondays are my day off. I work Tuesday through Friday, so Monday I try to make the most use of my time. Like I said, man, I don't know how you do it, man. I mean, I know you work a full-time job. You're up at 4 a.m. I'm up at 3 a.m., but I work 10 hours a day. And man, by the time I get home, I'm so beat. I mean, I always have, when I'm sitting down or what have you, having a beer or just watching a ball game, I gotta gotta support my Cubbies once in a while. They ain't doing the best, but right now. But anyway, I always try to at least be, doing some sort of listing, have a bunch of stuff all prepped up, so at least get some stuff out. Yeah, definitely a surprise visitor for sure. Yeah, if you guys, the guys that are watching and all quiet in the chat, if you guys haven't checked out Luke, Endless Entrepreneurs channel, go check out Luke. Subscribe to him, man. And this guy, for a guy that works a full-time job and does part-time, you guys will not believe the sales that this guy has. Absolutely crazy. Just ridiculous stuff. I mean, I envy this guy, man. I don't even know how you find enough time in the day, man, with everything, I mean, just balancing life and work and everything else. And man, after that huge bulk lot you just got, holy Lord, there's no way in hell I'd want to process all that, man. I mean, I know it's some good money. Amalia, hey, how are you doing? You made it live. Awesome, man. I was just getting ready to pop out of here. I needed a little refresher and just had a little break. JR, how you doing, bud? I just got a massive haul, probably 150 to 200 miscellaneous everything haul, kind of like Golden Fingers haul. Awesome. What do I have to do first? I'm feeling overwhelmed because there's everything everywhere. Take it a little bit at a time. That's really all I can tell you is, don't look at it as one big giant pile. You just gotta look at it a little bit at a time. Take out just 10 items and start with 10 items. If there's some like stuff in there, that's probably the best way to do it. Find some like stuff, or similar items and kind of batch it if you can, I mean, that's pretty much how I do a lot of things. I know Luke does that. Endless Entrepreneurs, batch your stuff. It goes so much faster, and you can just really start banging it out. Like for me, especially like we'll just say with clothing, like I'll do all my button front short sleeve shirts together. I'll do all my polo shirts together, and then I'll do all my long sleeve button up shirts together. And then like if I'm doing suits, I do all my suits. Or if I have like shoes, I'll do all my shoes at one time. Jeans, I'll do all my jeans or all my pants at one time. And that way, though, when I go and list, I can just bang out. I can just hit sell similar, and get them up, get them listed, and go. When it comes to hard goods, on hard goods, I pick up a little bit of everything. But we'll just say like video games, just grab a stack of 10, 12 video games and, do them all together. The other day I picked up like 3 belt buckles. I did all 3 belt buckles together. Like if you get a bunch of neckties, just do all your neckties together. It's just find some like items and stuff like that, and then and batch them, and you'll be surprised at how quick that you'll go through them. Luke says, yeah, I'm a prisoner to my garage right now. Oh, God, I could only imagine. I got a big 2-car garage. My wife would kill me if I moved all my crap into the garage. I'm lucky I have a full-size basement. I probably got a 1,500 square foot house with a full basement that I can use almost the whole thing. But I have probably about 500 square feet that I use for my office, all my storage, and everything else. So, we got a washer and dryer down there, so she uses that area off to the side, but the rest of it, and then a little bit of storage for and my stepkids and everything else. I think it turns into one of those things. Once you get room, just as like, hey, you have a place for this, or hey, I'm gonna, can I put it? No, you guys all have your own places. Put your crap at your house. Why do I got to take all your crap? you ever use FedEx Smart Post? I haven't done it yet. Too scared. I haven't used it. Lonnie be probably your best person to answer that. I've never used FedEx Smart Post. I know Chad Pagel uses it all the time. I think it's a pretty good way to go. I've just personally never used it myself. Lonnie definitely would be a good one to probably answer your question on that. Emilia, Jared says, you'll on the stuff I picked up. Craziness. Wow. I almost felt that way, JR. I had a big Harley haul I did here. I don't know, it's probably been about a month ago now. I picked up 140 items. None of them are great big items, but I still have 2-3 big boxes of stuff that I've got kind of set aside. I know exactly how you feel because I've gotten through probably 3/4 of it. But I still have another little bit left to go through, and it stinks now that it's garage sale season because I'm picking up more stuff. During the winter, it's not so bad because I'm not sourcing as much. I usually only hit the thrift, usually only one day a week. Now that, like I said, when garage sale season's around, there's just so much more stuff out there. It's such a better deal on stuff and what have you. But hey, there's Sherry. What you selling? How you doing, Sherry? How was your trip? Says I just got home. Awesome. You're my first live since coming home. Hey, when are you going to do your live show, Sherry? I think the last time I seen you were talking about actually doing a live show. I was kind of hoping you were going to do one when you're over in England, but I haven't seen nothing yet. So you got to get on that, Sherry. Prices. I find Smart Post is great for items that are 2 to 5 pounds. Okay. So Lonnie, so pretty much just the 2 to 5 pound range is the best to do the FedEx Smart Post. Yeah, everybody else is watching. Looks like we've got about 17 people in the chat room now. So, well, not in the chat room, but watching. So, man, I appreciate everybody for coming out. And like I said, just let me talk a little bit, recharge batteries, what have you. Like I said, I hate being cramped up in the house, but I got a lot of work to do. I don't want these, we'll just call them death piles. I don't have a lot of death piles, thank God, because I really try to stay on top of things. But, like I said, I got another big citywide sale coming up this weekend. I'm off Friday. I got to work next Friday, but then I believe I'm off every Friday for the next 3 months. So definitely going to take advantage of all the sales and what have you in my area, and then it'll give me a chance to run around all over everywhere. So, Henry, you're like a human stopwatch, bud. I don't know how many shows I've been on, and man, you're great with the time. But thank you, man. 30 minutes now, Corey. Holy cow! How you doing, Corey? London is fun, way too big and way too much to do. Welcome back, Sherry. Man, thanks for stopping by, Corey. How was your sales this week, Corey? You're always doing. You always visit everybody's channel, and you're usually always sharing all your good finds and what have you. Okay, back to work. Have fun, everyone. Hey, thanks, Luke, for stopping in, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Okay, Lonnie says Smart Post is also way more lenient on dimensional weight. Really just got to check. I typically add 3 shipping options for stuff like that and let the buyer choose. Awesome. Yeah, it's one of those things I really need to look into. It'll probably save me a little bit of money. Typically on that, when it just starts to get to be heavier items, I just throw calculated shipping on it, or usually you get an idea about what stuff's going to be. But like I said, the heavier stuff I just throw calculated shipping on. Pretty much anything first class always goes free shipping. Sometimes depending on what it is, like if it's a coffee mug, I know it's not going to make it first class, but I know it's priority. It's going to go under 2 pounds. So typically it's not ever going to cost me more than about $7. So, I just adjust accordingly. Amelia says, does my wife help me with my listings? No, she doesn't help me with a whole lot. She's slowly coming around. She's wanting to learn some things, but at the same time, she's just so busy with all her stuff and her work. She puts in a lot of hours. And then between, just the grandkids and kids and, trying to entertain me once in a while. Uh, she just doesn't have a lot of time for it. I have slowly started to teach her how to ship because occasionally I'm out of town, or I'm just away, especially like on a Saturday. I have 1 day shipping on all my stuff, so a lot of times I need to get stuff out right away, or if I have a sale and I'm gone, or I just happen to be out of town. I've actually, at least my stuff is set up easy enough that I can tell her right where stuff's at. I don't have a real good inventory system in place, but all my stuff, like I said, I do a lot of clothing, so everything's all on racks, and all my racks are all broken up into like long sleeve button front shirts, short sleeve button front shirts, polo shirts. Then I have all my suits and blazers all on a rack. And then I have a rack with heavy stuff like coats, vests, sweaters, all that big bulky stuff. And then I have another tote that's pretty much full of ties. And then I have this big cabinet, like when you guys are watching my Making Money Monday video, I see like the big wood, it's basically like a big brown wood door that sits kind of behind me as a backdrop. In behind that is all inventory. It's just a big enclosed area where, full of shelving and stuff like that. And I kind of have some method to it, but I know where everything is. So, I mean, if, I need something, I can tell her right where to go to get it. All my shipping supplies are all set up. I think I've had a couple videos where I've kind of showed like a little bit of my shipping station, but I have like these little drawer systems. I keep all my poly bags. They're all in there by different sizes and what have you. And then, I always got the big boxes you get from the USPS that have the padded bubble mailers. And then I also have then the small 6x9 eBay bubble mailers that you get with like the eBay bucks, and then all my cardboard boxes are all sitting out. So usually, depending on what it is, I can always tell her, hey, this is this, and then I can walk her through how to print out a label. That's all pretty easy. I definitely want to get another PC, probably the one that I'm using right now, and set that up for downstairs in my basement instead of. Especially on like the weekends, I have a lot to pack and ship. So anyway, I do it all up. I'll weigh it. I write all the weights of what it is, and then I got to take everything upstairs and I print all my labels out. I want to keep everything all in one location just to streamline stuff a little better. Okay, I'm sitting here. You guys are gonna love this. Okay, Lonnie asks, my next question: does my wife watch my YouTube channel? That you know of? Okay, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this. She has no idea I do this, none. And I've been doing this for just about a year. My wife is a very social person, so she talks a lot, and this is one of the things that locally I don't want it all out there. If someone happens to run across it that's local, then, it is what it is. But yeah, Lonnie says, oh, no. Sherry, what your son says, my husband tried to help while I was gone. I'm playing catch up. Yeah, they do their best. Eventually, I'll let her know. But, it's just one of those things, she's going to tell one or two people like, oh, he's making YouTube videos, blah, blah. Well, then they're all going to be interested to check it out. And it's like, I don't want that kind of attention. Just not right now. I love the attention that I get from the people that do watch me because they want to watch me. I don't want people watching me because they want to know, because I'm throwing numbers out there. I share a little more of my business than maybe I should sometimes. But, I do this part-time, so I like people to know that, they can do this sort of thing too, or what they can achieve just part-time. Like I said, I think I'm just an average guy. I work a 40-hour-a-week job, just like most everybody that's out there doing this. I'm not, one of them full-time, resellers. I would love to get to that point at some time, but right now that's just not in the cards. So, I don't need a bunch of local people say, oh, that's on your YouTube video. Oh, you made, $700 last week. Oh, you're knocking down some really good money, blah, blah, blah. And that way, then when I'm going to sales in the area, yeah, I tell people what I do, but I don't want to be known as that guy that when I'm selling on a local Facebook group or I'm doing whatever, like, oh, it's the reseller. I just don't want that. I don't care that people know that I resell, but I don't want to be known as the reseller. This guy's just going to sell it and then he's going to throw it out there on YouTube for everybody. I mean, maybe I'm looking at it completely wrong. I could be. And, I guess that's on me. But, as of right now, yeah, she doesn't know. So it's my dirty little secret. But I guess, and if that's the only secret I have from her, she's not going to be too upset. So, wow, looks like we got 20 people in here watching. I can't believe 20 people tune in to listen to me ramble. Man, thanks everybody, man, for stopping in. I appreciate it, really. Let's see. Emily says, oh my God, really? She's cracking up. Yeah, I'm that guy. Jack, how you doing? You don't want people watching. Yeah, exactly. I mean, other than, the fellow resellers, you guys are my peers and my mentors and stuff like that. I don't need a bunch of nosy people in town. The place I work employs about 900 people. That starts getting out. I got all these people like, they, a lot of them know what I make, where I'm at, but then I don't need them going like, Jesus, man, you're rolling in it. Well, they don't know all my business either. I mean, I have a lot of, there's a lot of money that goes out too. And, this helps absorb a lot of that. So it's just one of those things. Like I said, I could be looking at it completely wrong. But that's just what I do right now. And, if I really sat down and talked to her and told her, hey, listen, this is what I'm doing. I enjoy it. I think she'd actually almost be a part of it. Like I said, she's pretty social. We'd probably be the next Chad and Kim. I mean, just one of those things. But, she does like to, man, and I'm telling you what, man, when she goes with me to sales, God, it slows me down. I love her to death, but it's okay. We got to stop at every sale that has little kid stuff. And I'm like, oh, there's not going to be anything here. We got a lot of sales to hit, but it is what it is. Like I said, I still like having her go along because occasionally, like I said, she does know what I look for. Set of eyes, because occasionally, man, she'll spot something I don't, or I can be like, hey, a little better deal. I know Chad does that with Kim a lot of times. She's a little, she's easy on the eyes. I think my wife's pretty easy on the eyes as well. She kind of sweet talks some people into, giving her a little better deal on something. But like I said, for the most part, I'm pretty straight with everybody about what I do. So, Tom's like, hey, this is what I do. How about you give me a deal? We'll leave a little meat on the, and just leave a little meat on the bone for me. So, God, Joy Times is here. How you doing, Joy? Man, glad you popped in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. And the one of you who does it every time, hit that thumbs down button. You know who you are. I was doing an interview with this morning. That video will be out probably tomorrow. John told me. He said he'll hit me up when that comes out. So you guys, like I said, check out John's channel, subscribe to him so you guys can check that video out. It's a little crazy, but it is what it is. And one of the things that come up was the one hater. So anyway, like I said, you know who you are. Hit the thumbs down button, buddy. But anyway, yeah, it's all good. So let's see who else we got in here. Henry asks, all you have PHP is go to share on YouTube to see the time that you have been on for. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm too busy chatting with you guys and enjoying this beer here. So, Henry, I appreciate you keeping track of the time for me, bud. Rambling and talking, and you totally just lose track of time. So, and I cut into Lonnie's show. He was going to go live, so LOL. That one hater guy is everywhere, man. Yeah, maybe it's just a one hater guy. He just hates resellers in general. He just stalks all our channels. It was kind of funny. I think it's like the time when you get your very first negative. As a seller, you're like, I get a negative. You just don't know how to handle it. I put out quite a few videos. I think I'm up around about 80 some videos. The first ones are absolutely horrible. But as you go along, and then all of a sudden, the one day, I got a thumbs down, and I didn't know how to handle it. I was just like, man, I just literally felt like somebody kicked me in the teeth. I'm like, I mean, I know I'm not the most entertaining dude in the world, but I was like, I wonder what I did that this guy didn't like. Man, I wish you'd leave me a comment and say, dude, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was just kind of one of those things. It was funny. And now it's kind of a running joke. And like I kind of told John, I think it was even this morning after I just put out my new Making Money my Making Money. Okay, I can't even do this. It's kicking my ass. Anyway, when I released my new video this morning, it hadn't been up probably more than about 5 minutes, and I already had the thumbs down. I actually go looking for it. I'm like, okay, cool, he's watched it. So, it's all good. I mean, they're at least following me, and they watch my stuff every time. So, you know what? That's all cool. So, anyway, can't please no. And it's all good. Like I said, I don't mind it. God, John, you're still here. You've been listening to me ramble. Aren't you a busy guy? You got all that shit going on over at your place. I'm sitting here listening to this dumb drunk, just sitting here ramble. Super Sunshine Drifter says, thank you for being so polite and gracious during your videos. Oh, man, thank you, Sunshine, man. It's you guys are the ones that, man, that I think all of us do this for. You know what I mean? Believe me, it's not for me. I mean, you guys motivate me. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love hearing the positive comments and feedback and stuff like that for sure. And then, we got guys like Glenn and Lonnie and John and, all these, others guys, they're all great, man. And it's a super sounding board to where, you can bounce ideas off of and share stuff. And, I mean, believe me, I don't know a whole lot about everything, but, it's nice when I can ask some guys questions and stuff like that, and they can help me out. And occasionally, I can help them out, and it makes me feel good, when, someone says, man, thanks so much, man. You helped me, you helped me with this or that, or, wow, I didn't know that this sold for that, or I didn't know you could get this for it, or, how do you do that? Or how do you ship this? Or, whatever, man. It's all, we're all just one big community. I look at it as like, we're all just a big family. And, occasionally, you get that one weird uncle, I'm saying, everybody's just like, there's not a lot we can do about, weird uncle, who. So, but anyway, I think that's Michael Cole. But anyway, Michael's going to kick my ass. I can feel it now. He's going to get me. But Michael can't be too mad at me because, LOL, my weird uncle is Kinetic Energy. Yeah, that's Michael's handle is Kinetic Energy. But now Michael can't be too mad at me. He was pretty happy. I helped him out with some Harley stuff. You guys all that watch me, I saw a ton of Harley stuff. Michael had a pretty nice Harley find the other day. It was like a shower curtain and some shower rings and some other stuff. He listed it and then sold it like right away. I think he got, I believe it was like $94 out of it. So I told him just like the shower rings that like hold your curtains. I said, I think them things are worth at least about $45. He had no idea. So yeah, he was super, super happy about that. He gave me a big, man, thanks so much the other night when I was sitting there talking to him. We're kind of in a private hangout, and but man, yeah, he was super happy. Actually, I think he might have even gave me a shout out on Cajun Picker Show or something else like that. He was one of those shows that were during the week. Like I said, I'm usually in bed about 7 Central Time, so at night because I'm up super early in the morning. But yeah. So anyway, oh my God, I've been on here almost an hour. I can't believe I can even talk for an hour. And you guys, man, who stick around and waste your time, I got one for y'all, man. How much time does YouTube and people like me consume during your day, and how much does it take and cut into your listing time, photo time, just all that because you're so busy doing YouTube? I know for me, myself, I kind of figured it out to where I got a Chromecast for my TV, which is really, really nice. I think it cost me like about $25 or $30. Anyway, I can plug it in my big screen, and then I can just, when I'm sitting at home, I come home from work and what have you, I can stream it to my big screen. And so I could sit in a chair. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but when I do, it usually shows, like the, just YouTube shows or whatever. And I can always have that on in the background. I can be watching what I'm doing while I'm editing photos, doing listings and stuff like that. So it is really, really a pretty cool little idea. And I'm sure you could probably do that with your Amazon Fire Sticks or the Roku's, or, there's tons of them different streaming devices, which is really, really nice. But Yeah, Super Sunshine Thrifter says, yeah, she works on eBay while she listens. Yeah, I think multitasking is very important. I think Luke at Endless Entrepreneurs, when he was just in here, I know he just darted a little bit ago, but that's one of the big things he does is, he's a big multitasker. And man, I'm telling you what, that guy, man, I've watched a lot of his stuff and how he just has everything so fine tuned. And like I said, for working a 40-hour a week job and still be able to push the volume that he pushes is absolutely unbelievable. I believe he has like a 100K challenge that he's like working on personally this year. So he's trying to do like 100K on eBay plus work a full-time job. This is not happening. I'm just not that motivated. I mean, I think of what I do is motivated, but man, I just got other stuff to do, and sometimes I just get lazy. So, like I said, I like to come home sometimes, just unwind and relax, have a beer, smoke a cigar, and just sit out back with my dog and just day. So, yeah, Corey says, just think of it as a coffee break. Yeah, essentially. Lonnie says, if it was just about anybody other than Andy, I would have ignored it. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, you big liar. All day for me. Oh, Henry says all day for me, but I got a pick done if I would. Oh, yeah, great, Henry. Yeah, you're always around, Henry, but I know you're always working hard too. So, Corey Stern says productive. I'd say you can multitask and learn a thing or two. Yeah, definitely. And that's why I try to do is like, you know what? And the bad thing is like I've been on this shift for 11 years, so I'm up usually even on the weekends at about 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock. So there's nothing going on at that time. So I just turn on the TV. I work on listings. And what else am I going to do at 4 o'clock in the morning? I used to go to the gym and work out, but I got lazy and fat, and it's just I'd rather sit and make money than go to the gym. So. I do try to get the dog out though on a good walk though really early in the morning. She behaves so much better when there's no distractions, but occasionally you got a coon out or something like that, and then she loses her mind. But anyway, holy crap, we got 25 people in here, man. That's awesome. Share what your son says. Just another thing I have to limit: wine and pie. Wine and pie, yeah, or wine and dessert, yeah. I'll make a little wine once in a while, and you know what? I'm a big fat kid, so yeah, I mean, I like me some dessert for sure. Uh, both making and consuming, definitely. You make wine, Lonnie? That'd be awesome. Kyle's laughing. Slick flip. I just have YouTube on in the background while I work. Yeah, there are certain shows that I watch that I can actually have on in just the background, and it's not like a big deal because usually they're just talking. But some of the other shows, especially like when they're doing hauls or other stuff like that, when they're shows kind of like this where it's just a Q&A show, or you got some idiot that's just rambling on and on like I am. Yeah, you can have that on in the background, and it's great. And here I'm going to get accused of wasting somebody, an hour probably of somebody's time, because yeah, it looks like I've been on just short of an hour. I know you guys are going to tune in and go, and this guy just talked about nothing for an hour. I wasted half my darn day. But anyways, Walking Picker, sure, Lonnie, as you plan a new show. 28 viewers, man, can't leave now. I need to leave. I've done wasted an hour, man. I need to get back to listing. Wife gets home in about an hour, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do for supper. I haven't even stopped to pick anything up, and no, not fast food. I love to barbecue and grill out, so we eat a lot of grilled food, especially in the summertime. Sherry says, I'm going to have to be a seasonal YouTuber. Yeah, Sherry, you got to let us know as soon as you getting ready to put out that first video, because we'll promote the heck out of your channel for sure. And I can't wait to see what all you're putting together for sure, because it sounds like you find some pretty good stuff. I was really, really looking forward to something from London, but anyway, yeah, we're glad you're home and safe. Oh, holy cow. Okay, guys, we got 20 people in here. Man, if anyone else wants to say, hey, you got a question for me, or someone in the group, man, throw it out there right now, because otherwise I'm probably going to get the heck out of here. I got to get back to listening and figure out what I'm going to have for supper here tonight. So, guys, Well, you work full time, you do eBay part time, and you can. Yeah, I do laundry too. Yeah, how about that? I'm like I'm the total package. Yeah, I mean, my wife works a 9 to 5 job, so she doesn't usually get home till about 5:30. So, at my regular job, since I go in so early, like I said, I'm usually there. I get up on shit about 4:15, so I'm up about 3:30 a.m. Typically, on a good day, I'm off about 1:30, but sometimes it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I got a little extra time before she gets home. So it's I'm home. I might as well make dinner and do what have you. So that way, when she gets home, because like I said, I go to bed typically 7 o'clock, sometimes 8 o'clock, and I'm not a big fan of eating at 6:37 and then going to bed on a full stomach. I like to eat, so eating light usually doesn't happen. I'm a big meat and potatoes kind of guy, so it's meat and potatoes and a vegetable and whatever else. So just kind of how I was brought up. My dad was a big meat and potatoes guy, and her dad was kind of the same way. So it just kind of followed through. Um, there's no time for London and technical difficulty. I promise you, I will do it for the German age. Man, you travel all over everywhere, man. I'm so jealous, Sherry. Uh, for sure. And she got off early today. Yeah, you probably see. Well, no, you can't quite see behind me. I got a door that's sitting just right off to the side of me. But yeah, she was totally crap. She comes home one of these times. I mean, she knows that I go down and do the after shows a lot of time. When Chris has his the R show. Um, I used to pop in on the reseller drive-by once in a while, but since they flipped it from Sunday to Wednesday, I don't get to catch that show anymore. But yeah, it's that was always a lot of fun. Just different resellers popping in, saying hey, and what have you. Uh, Corey says meat and potatoes. Uh, Sounds like tasty colic. Oh my god, you guys are all crazy. Yeah, this has been interesting. This is what I miss, man. I love doing these live shows. They're a lot of fun. Just interacting with everybody. Y'all are just a bunch of crazy people. Uh, the after show is your cover. Yeah, she'll figure it out one of these times because she's it's kind of funny because me and all the kids, we all call her CSI because I'm telling you what, man, she honestly, I'm surprised I've pulled this off as long as I have because she knows everything. I used to tell her, I was like, I said, if I was going to cheat on you, you'll know that I cheated on you before I even do it. I mean, she's like I said, she's social. She knows a lot of people and what have you. So your grilled potatoes on Facebook. Oh yeah, did I do potatoes on there? I know. The other night I had some steak, some chicken, and some corn on the cob. I had all on the thing. They were that was a pretty good night. Uh, I hate grilling steak for the wife because she likes them like well done. And me, I'm a medium rare kind of guy. So for me to try and cook a steak for 20, 30 minutes just kills me. I just mentally can't get that through my head of cooking a steak that long. I start going crazy. Mine's pretty much just knock its horns off, wipe its butt, and chuck it on the grill. For a couple minutes. That's about how I do my steak. So you're killing me, Lonnie. Yeah, y'all gonna rat me out here one of these days. It's just like, oh, you've been holding out on me. I'm gonna get it for sure. Uh, if her name is CSI, she probably is. You never know. Maybe she's been one negative. She's watching this stuff going, I'm just going to let him keep going on. Because actually, I'll in on another little thing. She's known for a while that I do this reselling thing. And I think for the longest time, she used to think this is just my little hobby. And, she knows I sell stuff. And now I sell pretty regularly. It's pretty much on average about 3 items a day, which, not bad. Sometimes a little more, occasionally a little less. I don't think I've had a day I've been skunked in a while, but, not saying that that's not going to happen because, man, the last couple of weeks have really tapered off. But this week I'm just tuning it up to the holiday, but it's nicer weather and what have you. Yeah, anyway, Henry, you're crazy. I like medium well. My brothers and dads all like medium rare. Yeah, your steak's got to be pink, man. That's all I gotta say. It's gotta be pink. You cook it past that, you done cook the life out of it. But yeah, so anyway, uh, back to what I was saying. It was getting close to about tax time, and she knew that I was getting nervous because I was doing a lot more bookkeeping and other stuff, and she started hearing me talk about the 1099, and she's like, well, I said, once you hit a certain threshold, I said, they send you a 1099, and I go, obviously you're supposed to, you got to file taxes, no matter, you make $5, you make, $500,000, so you got to file taxes. It's just the way it is. But eBay automatically sends a 1099 at 20,000. I knew I was going to hit that very early. Like I believe it was end of July, August. I was doing really well last year. This year I'm ahead of schedule, so where I was last year. So I'm definitely happy about that. Believe me, I'm not bragging by any means. Like I said, a lot of my money all goes to pay for my kids' college. So believe me, I'm not rolling in it by any means. I'm average Joe. This is just a way to keep me out of working a second job, so I can do something that I enjoy for sure. And this definitely is way more fun than maybe slinging burgers at McDonald's or pushing carts at Walmart or doing whatever. And there's nothing wrong with either one of those jobs, but it's just I'd rather be reselling and being able to work a little bit from home and than doing something like that for sure. But so anyway, she was like, I need to ask you a question. And I'm like, yeah, what is it? And she was like, how much are you really making? We just really never discussed. She goes, I know you're making money, but she had no idea really how much. Because, every time I sell something, she's like, well, what did you sell today? I was like, oh, I sold a couple shirts. Well, what did you get? I got $25 a piece for them. So she'd be like, oh, so you made $50 today? I'm like, yeah. She'd be like, oh, it is every day. She's just like, oh, man, you're doing, you're getting where you're making $110 a day. And she's like, you're just like I go, I don't see all of that. I have fees, I have shipping, I have, it's the cost of goods. There's a lot of other money that's all tied up in there. And she's like, okay, but really, she's like, where are you at? She goes, what are you making? And I told her. And when she found out that I actually made more last year reselling than she did working her full-time job, she took a completely different approach to what I'm doing. She's kind of embraced it a lot more like, wow, I had no idea that you were making that kind of money. She goes, I just assumed that this was just, said earlier, a hobby. And I was like, no. I go, this is past a hobby. I said, I said, I do enjoy doing what I'm doing. And, it's something that I hope to continue doing for a long time. But at the same time, this is now a business. It is something that I'm making money at. It's just one of those things. And like I said, when she really realized that I'm doing out of the home more than she is going to a 9 to 5, she was like, wow, I had no idea. So now she takes me in what I do a lot more serious. She's definitely way more supportive, which is really great. And that I do appreciate. She's going to be, I believe, the first week of June, around June 9th. And I don't want to share too much personal stuff, but she's going to have pretty good sized surgery. She's going to be off of work for probably at least 6 weeks. And she did already ask me, she's like, when I'm off, are you going to teach me kind of how to do maybe some of your stuff? So I was like, that was really cool, because she goes, I'm going to go crazy sitting around. And then, like I said, she's crafty. She's big, she's made my flag. She's always making stuff, but she's not going to be able to be out running around, going to Hobby Lobby and going to Michael's and all them other places I absolutely hate. So, if she can, possibly where like I can do a bunch of photos and then put them on the PC, and then she can take in maybe edit a bunch of stuff while I'm at work and what have you. That way, when I come home, man, I could pump out a bunch of listings, or maybe I could have her create a bunch of drafts for me while I'm at work. And I can make stuff go so much faster. That would be super awesome. I definitely don't expect her to do my photo process, but she does have this really kind of a desire, and I don't want to call it yearning or whatever, but she really, really likes photography. So I don't know, maybe I can get her to start working on, maybe doing some of my photography. I don't think I'm gonna have her do that when she's off, but somebody new. Oh, what a great name. Spill the Wine Finds. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. That's a perfect time to learn while recovering from surgery. Yeah, and I definitely want to get her more integrated in this. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if she'd really just help take over. I don't, her work ethic and drive is not what mine is. So that concerns me a lot. Probably Lonnie and maybe some of the other ones, you do things a certain way. Perfectionist. I mean, you guys see some of my listings, you see the way my photos are, this and that. I'm kind of anal. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I get it from my dad. My dad, he was a machinist all his life, so he used to, work with precision equipment. He would do everything to the thousandth. You know, uh, I can't. I love my dad to death, but him and I have a hard time working together because my dad is such a, everything he does has to be to the thousand. But that's what he's done his whole life. Me, if I'm close, I mean, if I'm a quarter inch off, I'm a quarter inch off. Is not a big deal. If we're making it doesn't have to be perfect, but for him, it's totally different. And I think it's kind of the same way for probably me and my wife. I'm very, very particular and kind of a perfectionist on the way that I do things. That if she starts doing some stuff, I don't want to get mad at her, and I don't like, you're not doing it right, and then I'm going to scare her off. Then she's not going to help me at all. And so, I try to be very open-minded and what have you. But Henry says, I'm working with my ex to show how to make money so she doesn't have to work. Yeah, that's great, Henry. I mean, man, I wish I could get along with my ex. I mean, it's horrible. So I start drinking, I start talking, I need to shut up. Man, I'm telling you what, my ex is the devil. I swear to God. Any communication I have with her is strictly through attorneys. It's that bad. That's horrible that, it is what it is, but, some people can't grow up. But enough about that. Sherry says, opportunity with your wife to jump. Yeah, exactly. And I do have that because, like I said, she'll pretty much be off the entire month of June and half of July. Which that's a great time to definitely start ramping up my store, getting it ready for Q4 because my Q4 last year was really, really good. It's the last couple of weeks have been kind of slow, but they're still above where they were last year. I did check my numbers compared to last year. Now I have I've got my spreadsheets pretty well dialed in, so I know exactly where everything's going. Everything is, I know right where I'm at. So I'm ahead of last year. That's all I really care about, as long as my business is growing. It doesn't have to grow 100%, but you know what? If it grows 10%, I'm happy with 10%. I mean, I'm not that greedy. I'm not that guy. I just keep plugging away. As next year, if I can grow another 10%, hey, that's super. If I could grow another 10% after that, I'm okay with that. If it grows 20, if it grows 5, that's fine. As long as it doesn't go negative, I'm okay with that. Sure, says, so let her list the oddball stuff. Yeah, and that's, and that is a good idea, Sherry, is to let her do some of the oddball stuff, the easy stuff. Just start teaching her how to do sell similar and, that sort of stuff. Spill the wine. Man, guy, I love your name, man. That's between you and Sunshine Thrifter, man. You guys got some great names. I don't know where you guys all come up with this stuff, but yeah, I love that. Okay, I got to ask you a question though, Spell. I'm going to go with female just because, women tend to like wine a little more than guys. So help me out here. Holy crap. It's the wild card. Michael Cole, Kinetic Energy in the room, trying to figure it out. He's talking about teaching us. Yeah. Walking picker. What is exactly that? Okay. God, Michael, I've said all kinds of shit about you. Oh God, I gotta shut up. As the title says, I needed a beer and a break today. I've been busy as all hell. These cats have had me all tied up for about an hour now. So thanks for stopping in, Mike. I've been running your name all over everywhere today and today. I think I talked about you a little bit in my Making Money Monday video. Talked about you a little bit in the beginning of this one. So you'll have to catch it on the replay. And I don't know, your name might have came up when I was talking with John earlier today. So I've been running your name through the mud, buddy. It's all good though, man. I love you, man. Holy cow. Hey, Andy, love your flag behind you. Thank you, Denise. My wife made that. We've been talking about her and all her craftiness a little bit ago. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. Oh, it's time to roll back the rug and move the furniture. Oh my God. Michael Cole is an enigma. Yeah, Michael Cole's a something, that's for sure. Uh, oh my goodness. Yeah, we pretty much maintained about 20, 25 people in the house. So, man, I can't believe y'all come out and, like I said, listen to me ramble. Uh, but like I said, I needed this, guys. I appreciate it. Just needed a little break today. And like I said, hadn't done a live show in a little while. So, uh, I figured I am female. I got it right. See, you women in your wine are. Like I said, I don't mind a little wine either. But I prefer my beer, and give Michael one of these. He's gonna hate on me. This is Galactic Double Daisy Cutter. It's a double pale ale, about 8%. This is probably about equal to about two and a half of your beers, Michael. So yeah, that's what us big boys drink. Dude, watch your first live show, then watch this one. It's amazing, the transformation, and just, oh God, I've honestly, Lonnie, I've actually thought about deleting a bunch of those early videos. They're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. And it's funny, I've heard other YouTubers say the same thing. Is like they'll go back and they'll watch some of their first stuff, and they're just absolutely terrible. Just kind of where they've came from day one to to now. And man, yeah, they're so bad. I mean, not that what I'm doing now is any value or that much better, but man, they're just. I need to probably wipe out about probably the first half of all my Making Money Mondays. I think I was doing Friday finds videos. I think they were like garage sale update videos. I haven't done any of those in a long time. It was just stuff that I used to find at garage sales and what have you, and they would do kind of like a big haul. I don't know, maybe since I got a bunch of Fridays off again, I'll start doing some more Friday finds, but I think I'm going to maybe stick with doing live kind of like garage sale haul videos. Kind of like doing that. Now that I got a little different setup and what have you. And then I can kind of talk to you guys. You guys, I just love to interact with everybody, man. This is great. It's so much better than just talking to yourself, even though I've been doing a good majority of the yakking. Lonnie says, no way, man, leave it. I don't know. Lonnie, man, did you really go back and watch some of them first videos? Because they're horrendous. They're absolutely terrible. Live is the way to go. Yeah, quick and easy. It is, and when I'm done, it's already up on YouTube. I don't have to go back through and monkey with it and everything else. It's just kind of raw, but it is what it is. He says, no way, man, leave it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I'll leave it for a little while. I think I actually did a updated version of how to pack and ship shirts. I did one real early. It's got a ton of views and stuff like that. I was actually getting ready to delete that the other day because, like I said, it was just not good. And I did an updated one that I liked so much better. I said things in that video that I shouldn't have said because I don't think that was it at all. It was just I probably just shouldn't have touched on some things that I did and just kept it a little more focused. I think that's some of the things that I need to work on, and maybe some of my other videos, especially instructional or how-to videos, is staying a little more focused. Sometimes I think I got a little ADD. I get sidetracked real easy. If you guys are watching this, I see stuff over in the chat, and right away I'm bouncing in and out. I'm a runaway freight train sometimes, man. You just never know where I'm going. I don't even know where I'm going half the time. Lonnie says, yeah, they're always horrible. They are. I always watch video one. Oh, God. Did you really watch that? Man, you're killing me. I honestly need to go back and watch video one. I don't even know what was on it. That's how bad it is. And I will probably just cringe in the hole. It's horrible. Wasted 2 hours for the art show, Lonnie. I'm Man, now I feel I gotta get rid of these videos because I got too many people watching these old videos. Amalia says she's been binge watching my old videos. Why are you wasting your time with all these old videos? They're terrible. Oh my God. You realize you're never getting that time back, right? I just want you to know. Diana Sells on the Bay. How you doing, Diana? Oh, I watch old videos when there's nothing better to watch. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed. This is absolutely horrible. This is like my worst nightmare now. I got all these people watching all these old videos that are just god awful and horrendous. Uh, Lonnie says Lonnie, you need to get a hobby, man, instead of watching my videos. That's okay, man. You're my number one fan too, bud. I always got you up on the big screen, man. You got to see how the roaches run in my house, man. Lonnie comes up on the big screen, roaches are gone. uh, No, I'm just kidding, man. Lonnie puts out some great stuff, guys, man. If you guys, like I said, if you guys haven't watched Lonnie before, man, I can't say enough about Lonnie and his channel. Uh, he's got so much good stuff, man. Just things to pick up and look for, and what have you. I was learning a little bit from Lonnie again the other night, and I actually had not sold, but watched an old video of Lonnie's. It's been a long time ago, but it didn't mean a whole lot to me. We were talking last night in a private hangout after Chris's art show, and Lonnie does something with Google Earth. He'll take like all his addresses for like garage sales, and he'll plot them all out on Google Earth. He actually did a video about this about a year ago, which I'd watched, and I completely forgot about it. And he told me how he takes and he does it, so that way basically you can the most efficient route for all your garage sales. And so you're not on this side of town running over here, running down here, then you're back over here and stuff like, you can kind of just stay in a nice centralized area or work around an area and then kind of work back in till you get to your house or what have you. So it was some really, really good info. I talked to him again about that last night, so like I said, Lonnie's always helping me out with stuff. And like I said, I'll be the first one to say, man, I don't know everything about everything. I'm always learning, man. That's probably one of the best pieces of advice I could ever give anybody that does this is always be learning. And don't ever think that you know it all about everything, because the moment you think you do, there's somebody that knows twice as much. There's so many knowledgeable people out there on all different aspects of just everything to do with it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's reselling, whether it's whatever. I mean, there's always somebody bigger, better, badder, smarter, than you. Oh my God. Scroll back through the chat. Want to talk, bro? Might have to start getting a moderator in here. Somebody getting out of hand. I hope not. We got a nice little family here, so hopefully everybody's getting along. Glenn, you heading out? Thanks for stopping by, bud. I didn't mean to waste most of your day. Like I said, Michael, thanks for popping in. I do like your hair, Henry. Yeah, Henry's got some crazy hair, man. He's got that fro going, man. He's Henry something, man. Y'all don't know Henry, man. Henry's quite the character in the world of YouTube, man. He's a good guy. All right, guys. Jesus criminy. It's been like an hour and I don't know, an hour and 10, 20 minutes. Anyone else? Looks like we got still about 20 people watching. You guys all need to get live, man. I can't believe y'all sitting there watching me, listening in and listening away. So much. I hear you, Diana. Like I said, I've been working on that all morning. Like I said, I need a little break. I figure I'd come out here and chat with everybody for a little bit. I appreciate you for stopping by. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. All the voyeurs out there for stopping by. And like I said, if anyone else has any questions or anything like that for me, I might stick around for about another 5 minutes. So go ahead and ask away. And beer out long enough, so it's starting to get warm, and I'm not really happy about having warm beer. So I've actually done way more talking than way more drinking, but definitely doing good today. So okay, anyone else got any questions for me or anything like that? Lonnie, you gonna do a live show here as soon as I get out of here? I hope so. Lonnie, garage flips, Bueller. Just- Thanks, Mike, man. Yeah, I'm glad you popped in, man. I appreciate it. Uh, oh, here we go. Here we go. We get a Michael Cole kinetic energy question. This is going to be good. Yeah, I am, but oh no. Crack open another one. I'll wait till your show. I don't want to seem like a raging alcoholic. And besides, I got to work tomorrow. Should I keep my N64? I don't know. Do you play your N64? I have one. Uh, I don't play it, but I've got one. And video games are my bane. I swear. I think I have every video game system that's out. I'm not a gamer. I don't do a lot of gaming, but you know what? I buy the dang systems. I at least have them for testing stuff. That's another thing, Michael, is maybe you might want to just keep it just for testing games, making sure they work the way you don't, if you need to clean them or what have you. I know, you had a really good score on that, but it's just one of those things too, is do you use it? Is it something that you want to use for yourself, or is it just strictly something you want to flip? If you want to flip it, sell it. But otherwise, hang on to it, play with it, or, use it to test games. Um, you know, Henry, all right, man, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it, buddy. You have a good evening. Michael, I don't listen to the recorded version of this. Andy was Andy's been throwing him under the bus all day. Uh, I'm just kidding. Amalia says you talked a little about taxes. Do you put some cash aside every month for that? Yes. Um, Pretty much, I go by. I don't like to get in a whole lot of tax stuff, but this is one thing that I can touch on. Pretty much, I go by a third rule. I keep a third for me, a third for the business, and a third for taxes. By doing that, I usually have a surplus at the end of the year. Uh, so I'll have a little bit left over. Taxes usually don't take a third, especially if with your deductions and everything else. I don't, I'm not going to get into a whole lot of that because every state is different. My best advice to you is to get a CPA because they're going to have the best information for you for your area in your state. Yeah, pretty much I try to go by, just use the a third rule. You don't have to quite go a third for the money you set aside, but if you do a third, you're going to be, it's going to be better. And I would rather have a little bit extra than be a little bit short. Just how I do it. I don't know how Lonnie does it. I don't know, Lonnie. When you set money aside for taxes, how do you take into it? Do you pretty much go by the a third method, or do you even set money aside? I don't know. Do you get a huge return? I have no idea. Maybe I shouldn't ask this sort of stuff. I don't mean to pry, but if you feel free answering that question, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Emily. Yeah, it's great advice. A third. Yeah, it's it's hard. When you see that you got $1,000 sitting in your PayPal, and you're like, crap, I'm only going to get to keep $330 of it but 330 is going to go to me. A 330 I can reinvest, and 330 is going to get set aside for taxes. So, it is what it is. But you can take a little more, if you want. If maybe you want, whatever, maybe you want to keep 400 of it, and then only have, maybe 275 to reinvest. It's however you want to do it, but don't mess with that last third. The last third, I would definitely leave alone. Okay. You'd be proud though, bud. I'm selling PS4. Really? You sell your PS4? That's actually good money though. I haven't found a PS4 that I can touch for good money. Man, it's people in my area, man. We have so many gamers or resellers in my area that do video games and stuff like that. It's so hard to get video game systems cheap in my area. The ones that I run across are always when I'm out of town. It's just so much competition in my area. Sherry says I got to get dinner going. Thanks for the live show. Thanks, Sherry, for stopping by, man. I always appreciate it when you stop in. It's always fun to have you stop by, hang out, and say hello. For sure. And, we're all definitely going to be waiting and watching for that live show or, just any kind of show. So we got Glenn the Swamp Picker. I think John Cincinnati Picker got Glenn to start doing some videos. So I think he's got 2 out now. So we're definitely going to get you doing them too. So we'll have everybody out there doing videos here before long. Spill the Wine Fine says, do you do a lot of what sold videos? Do I? Yeah, I pretty much, I do. Like I said, I don't recognize your name, so I'm assuming you're very new to my channel, and I appreciate you for coming in, checking it out, watching me, and what have you. Every Monday, like I said, Mondays are my day off, so every Monday I do it's called Making Money Monday, base sales update video. I show everything that I sell for the week. Typically on average, it runs about 20 to 30 some items. That's pretty much on average what I sell a week. Good weeks, it's usually in the 30 item range. And, slower weeks like this week here, I only did 20. But I'll show you everything I sold. And I don't hold anything back. I usually tell you what I paid for it. Then I show you what I sold for it. If I had shipping on it, no shipping. Sometimes if it went out of the country. I usually have a little story or something like that behind certain items or whatever, or maybe give you a reason why I picked it up. Especially like if it's maybe a new clothing brand or it's just a unique item. There was I'll just give you an example. One of the items in my last video, the one I just put out, I think it's Making Money Monday, volume 32. So I have 32 of these out. So you can go back through and watch them. Probably don't watch anything from 1 through 20. They're pretty rough. But anyway, they get a little better as we go. My video editing got a little better, and I don't say near as much. Anyway, one of the items I picked up this weekend, I was out at Saturday. I was at a garage sale. I live in a small town, so there's not a lot of garage sales in my area. We had the grandbaby this week, so it was just what I had to work with. So I hit my local area. There was only like 2 new sales in my area, so I wasn't planning on finding a whole lot. I went to one sale. They had a DeWalt drill. I seen the case on the ground. The drill was sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm figuring, they got probably $40 on this drill. I looked at it, had a tag, and said $2 on it. So right away, I was like, okay, I know this is worth money. Even though if it doesn't work, there was a charger in there, 2 batteries, and a drill. Now the drill had a broken chuck. You can replace the chuck. You can get replacement chucks. It's not an issue. It was a 14-4 drill, so it was a little older drill. But the thing is the chargers alone go for about $20 to $25. So for me, a $2 investment, that's why I picked that up. And I sold that charger. I listed it on yesterday morning, so it would have been Sunday morning, and I sold it in about 2 hours for $24 with free shipping, but it was light. So it went first class. So my dog's barking. So basically, $2 into the whole drill assembly and $3 and some change. So I had $5 and some change in that. I sold it in a matter of hours and made about $19 on that, minus fees and stuff like that. But still, it sold super quick. Now I still have a case. The case was in super, super good condition. I have the case listed already. The case has probably, I think I have that listed for $12, $12.99, something like that. Not a lot, but it's all profit. And then I had the drill listed. The drill works. I listed it as working, but for parts. It's a little heavy. I have it on auction right now. I started the auction at $9.99. So, I'm hoping to take and get, I'm hoping to make at least $50 off this broken drill. So it's just kind of one of those things that I'll share little stories like that. I'm only why I picked something up, or a reason behind something, or what have you. Holy cow, Noah Pardilla is here. How you doing, Noah? Man, thanks for stopping by. Jeez, we've got all kinds of different people popped in today. This is great. I gotta check Noah's channel out again, man. You always got some pretty good stuff. I watch you every once in a while, Noah. Man, thanks for everything that you do. Not much is finishing school. Awesome. Yeah, as John said, yeah, loving your videos. Yeah, Noah puts out some really good stuff. He's part of, I'm drawing a blank here at the moment, but yeah, him and his dad and brother, I believe, was it Wheeler Dealer and the Banana Peeler? Is it? I got that right? God, you guys are from Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken, right, Noah? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I thought you guys were from Wisconsin, So yeah, I've checked you out, man. Yeah, I love you guys' stuff, man. You guys always finding some really cool stuff. Uh, yeah, wheeler dealer and banana peeler. Yeah, see, I drew a little blank, but I knew it'd come to me here real quick. Okay, guys, man, I've been on here about an hour and a half. I can't believe y'all still hanging out. You guys all crazy, man. You guys wasted an hour and a half of your day, man. Listen to me ramble. All right, man. Anyone else? Kinetic energy picked up 2, and they are sucking. I have no idea. Okay, Wisconsin and Kansas. Last 10 years close. Okay, awesome. Cool. What did you pick up, Mike? You said you picked up 2 or something? We must have missed that. So we got about 24 people watching. So yeah, anyone else in the chat, go ahead and say hi. Appreciate it. Yay, Wisconsin. Yeah, Corey's from Wisconsin. My folks are from there. Or no, where are you at again, Corey? Are you in Seattle? Seattle, if I believe right. TJ Towns. Wow. Coconut oil and cowboy boots. Gotcha. Bobbleheads. Oh yeah, Mike gave me a hard time about the bobbleheads. I passed up on some bobbleheads this weekend. Went to one of the garage sales I stopped at. I struck out about all day. And then I stopped at one sale. It was unadvertised. I was on my way to my local Goodwill. That's how bad my garage sale went. I was actually resorting to go to my thrift. I try to avoid the thrift pretty much about all summer because I'm usually getting so much stuff at garage sales and what have you. I did stop at one house, had a lot of sports collectibles and some NASCAR stuff, and a lot of Miami Dolphins things and some bobbleheads. And I made a comment about how I left all these bobbleheads, and John Cincinnati Picker kind of busted my stones a little bit about that, but because he loves him some bobbleheads, but I kind of left him. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I thought you were in Seattle, Corey. I talk to so many different people sometimes, and I try to keep you all straight. Holly Lunn, awesome. Hey, Holly, how you doing? Loving you from Kansas. Awesome. How's things going in Kansas today? Info Break Solutions. Usually got a couple people I haven't talked to or seen around in a while. So, hey, man, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate everybody that comes in, says hello. It's one of the things I really like about doing these live shows is all the new people that come in. I get to at least say hey and hear a little bit, from you. Some of you people, you won't leave comments or whatever in the comment section, but some people are not shy about jumping into chat. So, man, definitely appreciate everybody, who said hello and stopped in. So, yeah. Heard those cheeseheads sound for good money. You guys are crazy. Heading to dinner with the family. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah, you have a great night, John, man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Mother's mustache. Holy cow, I'm here listening to you while I'm straightening up the house. I subbed a while ago via Lonnie. Yeah, I actually seen you. You have one of the more unique names in the YouTube land. Mother's mustache. Actually, when I seen you sub to me, I totally started cracking up. I see you on a lot of the different shows and that I follow and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely, yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by and checking me out. Holly says she loves my $30 average. Yeah, it's pretty much about what I strive for, Holly, because I do this part time. I don't go to the bins. I don't do all that sort of stuff. So for me, I need to get the most value and most bang for my buck out of my time. That's why I might take a little bit longer, maybe working on a photo or editing a photo or picking stuff, just because, like I said, I want that little higher return on investment. I can sell a whole bunch of $10 items, but I would rather sell a third of those items and get $30 a piece out of them. Just, because I don't have as much time to spend on shipping and this and that, and there's nothing wrong with the people that are banging out, doing, we'll just say 60 sales a week, and they're getting, $10 a sale, but I'd rather do 20 sales a week and getting $30 a sale. You know what I'm saying? We're still making the same amount of money. It's just I don't have the kind of time to devote to that somebody else does. And not what they're doing is wrong by any means. It's not. But it's just my time, because by the time that you have your cost of goods, you pay for shipping, saying you're doing free shipping or whatever, but either way, you're still paying for shipping and you have your fees on a $10 item. What are you making? Honestly, what are you really making? and you're making about $6. It's, for me, $6 is not worth my time. Other people, they have all kinds of time, and that's great, and that works for them, and that's super. I have no issues with them and their business model or how they do it. Me, because I work a 40-hour-a-week job, I have other obligations outside of my work, plus I do this, I need on a minimum, after fees, after shipping, after everything, I essentially need $15 an item, you know, to take and justify in my head to make a purchase and, you know, do what have you. So, and because, like I said, a lot of my stuff is clothing, it does take a little longer. Now, on the flip side of that, I believe me and Lonnie were talking a little bit earlier, video, I can do those a little less. And neckties. Those are pretty much my only two items, or anything that I can get away with, like maybe only doing 3 photos, like belt buckles. Like if you guys just watched my my last video I just put out, the Making Money Monday 32, I had 3 belt buckles I picked up. I paid 50 cents a piece for them. It's nothing, but it's only 3. You know, so I really don't care if I get 10, 12 bucks out of them. But the one I listed for, I think, around 30. I had it on sale. I got 25 bucks out of it. It was only 3 photos. It was boom, 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 in and up, gone. So those are the type of items that I can do less, and I don't have a problem with that. But it's the other items that take me, you know, that I'm doing 6, 7, 8 photos. I have to edit all those. I have to, you know, make sure everything's all good. Those take a little bit longer. So for me, I definitely have to make more money on those. But yeah, the quick in and out items, you know, like I said, a video game, a necktie, that belt buckle, for instance, it goes right in a padded. Well, I use the eBay padded bubble mailers, the little 6x9 ones that you can buy with your eBay bucks. That's usually where I throw all that stuff in. They don't cost me anything. They're super easy to do. It's just in and out. You know, I have no time in any of that, so I can afford to do those for less. But anything else, definitely, you know, I have to get a little bit more money out of. Yeah, like Lonnie's saying here, you know, I had $50 profit items that I'm spending like an hour on that aren't worth it as much as a $10 item that I can spend 5 minutes on. Exactly. You have to justify your time and find out what your time is worth. You know, value that. You know, I mean, if you don't work and you have all day, hey, whatever. But, you know, if you work a full-time job and you're running kids to practice and, you know, you've got God knows whatever else going on. For me personally, I want as much bang for my buck as I can get. I don't have time to devote to a bunch of $10 items that I'm gonna make $6 a piece on. I would rather, you know, do a third of that and make triple the money. You know, and there's a lot of other sellers and the bigger sellers out there, you know, that they go even higher. They go above it, but you know, they're spending more time on those items, but those items demand more money. So, you know, you don't mind spending. It's the same with do a lot of clothes. I don't mind doing a suit because I'm going to get it more money out of a suit, but I'm going to have to take 12 photos of that suit. And I want to make sure them pictures are all really, really nice. I have to do a lot of extra measurements that I normally don't do on, we'll just say, a t-shirt. You know, a t-shirt I can usually get away with 3 photos, a couple measurements, you know, pit to pit and overall length. Boom, it's done. But, you know, or, you know, a blazer, you know, just a simple blazer. It's 12 photos. It's, you know, I got to measure the shoulders, you know, the sleeves. I've got to measure every, you know, the chest, the waist, the every, you know, I mean, there's so many extra things that go along with that. So, you know, it's all what you want to put into it. So, you know, I mean, if you're trying, you know, but at the same time, when I sell a suit, I'm going to get $50 to $100 out of a suit. So I can afford to put a little bit more time into it. But if I'm only getting $10 out of a suit, do you think I'm going to buy a bunch of suits? No way. I don't have that kind of time to put into an item I'm going to make $10 out of. So, you know, sometimes it's just one of those things. So anyway, yeah, I hope it kind of helps you out with, you know, how and why I pick things or, you know, do things the way that I do. You know, like I said, everybody does it different. No one is wrong. I don't think in the way that they do it. It's just different things work different for different people. Yeah, like Noah says, it's less work, same profit. Exactly. And that's just exactly how you got to look at it. Yeah, do less work. I mean, that's me. I'm getting older. I'm up there. You know, I mean, I'm 46. Yeah, believe me, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. You know what? That's just how it is. Roger, yeah, there are absolutely no absolutes. Exactly. Michael says that's why I don't mess with clothes. Yeah, for me, like I said, one of the main reasons I do clothes is because I do live in a small town. That's what's available to me, and there's an abundance of them. That's why I do clothes. I can find them in the fall and in the winter. They're all over everywhere. So that's where my main bread and butter comes from. The flip side of that as well, once summer and spring and summer come around, I switch. My main focus goes to hard goods. Now, will I still pick up clothes? Yeah. If I find something and I'm out and I see something, I know it's a good deal, like the LL Bean haul, I had no intentions, believe me, of picking up all them shirts. I didn't want to list them. I don't want to mess with them. But when I'm buying them, when I see them and I'm getting them for 70 cents a shirt, I buy 35 shirts and they're costing me what did they say, 71 cents a shirt? You know what I mean? And I can make $500 on it. I can't leave that. So I'm going to take those. But yeah, I don't go out of my way looking for clothes in the summer, but in the winter, I'm all about it. I'm all over it because that's what's available. I'm grabbing hard goods at my local thrift or what have you. Yeah, TJ says, yeah, clothes are tough. They're tough. They take a little while. My process down, do a lot like what Luke Henson does at Endless Entrepreneurs. And like I said, if you guys haven't watched his stuff, everything, like I said, I batch everything like what Luke does, and it goes so much faster. If you can keep all your like items together, it's so much easier and quicker when you're taking photos, when you're editing, when you go to list it. Everything, even just simple stuff is just measuring. It's all right there. They're all same alike items. If you can keep same like items together, it goes so fast. You guys will have no idea how fast stuff goes if you can do same and like items instead of going, I'm doing a shirt, now I'm doing a pair of shoes, now I'm going to a board game, and now I'm going, in your jumps where if you're doing a whole bunch of short sleeve button front shirts. Now I'm doing a whole bunch of t-shirts. Now I'm doing 7 shoes. Now I'm doing, 6 video games. Now, if you're doing them that way, it goes so much quicker, so much more efficiently. You would just be amazed at how quick that stuff goes when you're doing things that way. TJ says, oh, and I am done with women's shoes. Women are so hard to deal with. That's why I don't do women's clothes. I pick up very, very little women's clothes. Occasionally, I'll find like a women's shirt mixed in with the guy's stuff. I have picked up a few. They don't sell the best for me. It's probably because I don't have a female mannequin. And so I got to check up my male mannequin a little bit, make my male mannequin look a little more feminine. But now Harley stuff, I do pick up women's Harley stuff. Harley sells. It doesn't matter what it is. You throw a Harley anything on a bare ground and it's going to sell. But I try to make it look as nice as I can. I did tell you guys. And I don't think I should. It might have been in one of my haul videos. I picked up an awesome Harley jacket. I just found this today because it was downstairs processing stuff. I had a Harley jacket, a women's Harley jacket I picked up at a garage sale 2 weeks ago. I think I showed everybody. Anyway, really nice jacket. It's a mesh jacket. It's a small, so it's not the biggest size, but I paid $5 for this jacket, which is awesome for a Harley jacket. But I'm sitting there, I'm going through it, and I'm checking it all over, making sure, all the zippers work, there's no holes in it and everything. Like I said, for $5, I really didn't care when I bought it. And I was just on my way. Get home, and I notice a rattling in this jacket, and I'm like, it keeps rattling from one of the pockets. I open up one of the pockets. Now, mind you, I paid $5 for this jacket. 2 $1 bills inside the pocket and $1.07 in change. So I got $3.07. So basically now my jacket only cost me $1.93. So super, super happy to find that. And I got a bonus used chapstick. So anyway, so I'm guessing probably the gal bought the chapstick with a $5 bill and threw everything all in her pocket. So yeah, I was super happy to find that. That's the second time I found money. I don't know if any of you guys have ever found money in anything you were thrifting. In my local Goodwill, I had one day I found a $10 bill in a shirt pocket. So that was awesome. And I think it came that I had like $12 worth of stuff that I bought that day, so I got almost all that for free. So that was a nice little find. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have ever found. Hey, Jason, how you doing, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Awesome. Yeah, I love seeing all you guys, all the new people, all the new faces popping in here. So definitely, yeah, definitely. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Lonnie says I found a $10 bill and $1 pair of jeans once. Nothing sense. Hey, you know what? Well, you were $9 richer. Uh, Corey says she found $10 in a book. I found 20 in a Bible in a hotel once, which was great. And now I was a kid. We used to travel a lot when I was younger. And it's funny because now every time I go to a hotel, because I found that, I look in every Bible every time I go to a hotel. I don't know why, because I just think for whatever, some crazy reason that guy's leaving $20 bills and Bibles. I don't know. I'm mental. I have no idea. But anyway, it's kind of funny. So, let's see. TJ says, man, I'm lucky to find the pocket. You crack me up, bud. Yeah, we bought a Crayola Canyon Bank for $1, and it had 18. Oh, that, you know what? That wasn't the second day. I had 3 things. Now that you say that, yeah, we found some money in coat pockets too. That's awesome. Last year, garage sailing, I bought a little Pepsi die-cast bank, like one of them little trucks, little die-cast bank, and they just told me there was something wrong with it, that it rattled. Well, I brought it home. I opened it up. I think I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. I opened it up and it had $3 and change in it. So I made money on that one too. Not like it was a lot, but you know what? I was super happy with that. So it's kind of like when you pick up like the more DSs, the DS game systems. It seems like a lot of those that I grab, they always have a game in them, and it seems like the people, whenever they're selling them, they never check them for the games. So a lot of times you'll score a bonus game. You'll get a really awesome find. Jason Kreider says, on my way right now to mail out Harley Davidson 100th anniversary hat. Awesome. What'd you get out of your hat, Jason? Just curious. Don Bussell. I found someone's whole stash of weed in a Jimmy Buffett book. Bunches of in between the pages. Man, you gotta give us ParrotHeads a bad name, man. Don't be talking about that here. I'm just kidding. Man, it's just part of the show, man. You got $28 out of the Harley hat. That's a really good score for a Harley hat. Yeah, it's I love finding Harley stuff. I think if you guys have been following me and watch me, you guys see I sell Harley stuff. I think almost every week. I think this week I probably had 4. Sort of really nice tribal button front shirt. I got $45 out of it. I think there's a polo shirt, some letters. There's a couple different things. So yeah, great score on the Harley hat, man. Never pass up the Harley stuff. I even sold a Harley Hot Wheels hat here just not long ago, which I thought was kind of cool because it was dual purpose. It was actually it was triple purpose because it was NASCAR. It was Harley Davidson, and it had Hot Wheels logo on it. So it's always nice when you can find something that's a dual purpose, or when you get one that's a triple purpose. That's even better because it's all just extra keywords you can use. It really helps jump you in search and stuff like that. So awesome. Yeah, it was rare, definitely. Passed on a pair of Harley cowboy boots. Yeah, at 50, that'd be tough. Depending on condition and what have you. Some of them boots could go for 150, $200, but on average, used Harley boots are going to be right around that $70 mark. So yeah, paying 50, big, like the tall boots and stuff like that. And like I said, all depends on condition and stuff like that, where if they've got, especially if they got wear in the toes from like the shifter and stuff like that. But yeah, $50, that's out of my, typically for Harley boots, I usually don't like to spend over $20. I don't like to spend over $20 really for most anything, unless I know I'm going to make at least 100 on it. It's just how I do it. Holy Lord. Yes. Can't tell you how many times I find a game that is worth more than, yeah, exactly. I love finding, actually, I picked 4 DS, well, not DS, but yeah, they were all DS game bags the other day. And this is another, you guys are out and you find like the little game compartment, like the little bags that store like your the little handheld video game systems, typically like the DSs. I always pick those up. They're usually 50 cents or a dollar. Um, I don't know how many times I've found games in those because they always have little zippered pockets in them usually that maybe will hold like a charger cord or whatever. But yeah, I found in one of them that I bought this weekend, I was just going through those. I found a Game Boy. It was like a Speedy Gonzalez game in there, so they totally missed that. So yeah, always check those bags when you're out, or even when you're at Goodwill. Bags on the shelf, always check them because a lot of times there'll be a game inside there. It's something one of my buddies I'm going garage sailing with this weekend. He always gives me little tips and tricks for video games, video game systems. I was never a gamer, never a big gamer, but I've had to learn and adapt to the whole video game thing. Just being out there because they're out there and there's good money in it. It's just learning what to buy and what have you. So now I take and always pay attention to that sort of stuff. When you first started, you sold a Harley helmet. The buyer messaged you and told you it was a fake. Yeah. I looked at the listing. It was a Harley Davidson. Oh, with an extra eye. Crazy. I didn't even know they had fake helmets. Helmets are one of the things. I got to get a helmet super, super cheap for me to pick up a helmet like $10 or under. Unless it's a really detailed helmet, they're really not worth a whole lot. And typically most people, when they're selling helmets, when you find them at garage sales and stuff, they're usually in the $30 range, and they get about $50 out of them, 60 if you're lucky. So for me, it's just too much to invest for such a small return. Just my opinion. I've gotten stuck with a bunch of new Wii racing wheels. Oh, the Wii U racing wheels. Honestly, they're not that bad. If you can find like Mario Kart games, racing games, any of that sort of stuff, bundle the wheel with the game. I got an auction, or not an auction, but a listing I just put up. I got a wheel for the regular Wii, but it's on a mount. So it's like a tabletop mount. I got it for $1. It was the same place I bought all them bags. Got Mario Kart, Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers for the Wii, and I think it was like another game. So I bundled Mario Kart, the Mario Brothers game, and the wheel all together, and then have those all up in a listing. So my listing is going to stand out a little different than everyone else. It's just selling Mario Kart, or they're selling the Mario Karts with just the small little Wii wheel. This is a mountable wheel, so it's a little different. And I got 2 games with it. So I'm trying to squeeze a little bit more money out of that auction than what I would have just by just selling Mario Kart alone, or the Super Mario for the Wii alone, or even just doing the wheel alone. Because the wheel alone is probably only going to be worth about $5. But by bundling it with a couple games, I think I can get more, and it's still going to be light enough weight that I think I can still send the wheel and the 2 games first class. I need to actually weigh that because it's going to be really, really close. Yeah, like Lonnie said, 2 wheels plus a Mario Kart does well. Yeah, exactly. Bundle that stuff. Bundling is great because it will set your listing and your stuff apart from somebody else. And that's where you're going to get those different buyers. It's because you stand out totally different from everybody that's selling just Mario Kart or just the wheels. It's like, hey, I'm getting Mario Kart and the wheel. Boom, sold. Amelia says, you realize we're all keeping you online so that we can watch your wife catch you. Yeah, she's going to be home in about probably 20 minutes or so. So I'm definitely getting the heck out of here. Okay, I've been on here for 2 freaking hours. You guys all been hanging out for 2 hours. TJ said, you know what? I've been doing this for, this thing kind of, I think it froze up. Yeah, TJ said is learning slowly. You know what? I'm learning slowly too. You know what? I learn every day. It's kind of one of the mottos that I have. I was always be learning. You know what? I mean, you're never going to know everything about everything by any means. And it's all these guys that are in this chat room, some of these other YouTubers and stuff. You're just going to learn from them, man. So, don't ever think you're dumb or you're stupid or you don't get it, man. Because believe me, none of us know it all either. We all learn from each other. That's what we're all here for. It's just a great big support group and what have you. So, yeah, it's maybe 2 wheels with karting games. Still trying to find Mario Kart for my Wii. I got one, Michael. How much you want to pay for it, bud? Actually, I just picked up another. It was yesterday on Mother's Day. I was waiting to go do some family stuff, and they had. I was on a local Facebook group, buy sell group or whatever, and a guy had six Wii games. It was Super Mario Wii, Zelda, something. I think it was Super Mario Bash Brothers or Mario Bash, Bully, and 2 other games, a Nerf game and something else for $20. It's not bad. So I messaged the guy right away. I seen it was up. I asked him, I said, hey, are these still available? He goes, well, I'm waiting. I've got a couple people that both said they're coming to get them. I said, I'll tell you what, I can come right now today. But we didn't have anything going until a little bit later. I said, I can come right now. And I said, so I go, if you don't want to wait around all day for these other guys to chump you, just let me know. I'll be on my way. 5 minutes later, I get a text, comes back. He's like, hey, you sure? He goes, you said you'll come right now, right? I go, yeah. I said, to tell you what, I'll give you $15 for it because I'm coming right now. And I said, we got family stuff. I kind of gave him a little, I fibbed a little bit, but I was like, we got some family stuff. But I go, I'll do it for 15, but I go, I'll be there right now. He goes, get here right now. He goes, you can have them for 15. So I got 6 games for $15. So that wasn't too bad. So that worked out to about $3.50 a game. So I was pretty happy about that. After I buy one, the very next we pick up, we'll split out Mario Kart. My luck. Yeah, like Noah says, always be learning. Noah produces vintage Arthur Fulmer, Bell, etc. helmets sell great. Big money for dealer. Yeah, we won't touch anything newer though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the vintage stuff for sure. Like I said, it's got to be unique, a little more rare. Then you're gonna get some more money on. But yeah, pretty much anything that's all mainstream and common, you're not gonna get a whole lot out of. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, it's all right. All right. It's been officially 2 hours. I gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta get this stuff all picked up so the wife don't catch me. You guys all that didn't catch the first part of this, y'all get it, y'all understand. But yeah, hopefully maybe one of these days she'll join me on one of this when she figures out what all I've been up to and what have you. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out, everybody talking to me, everybody popping in. I'm gonna jump over here again. Yeah, Noah made another good point. Yeah, if you can find the helmets with the metal flake, he says with the flakes in the paint, the older ones sell great. Yeah, exactly. Those are amazing, like from the 70s, like the Easy Rider type, looking helmets. But yeah, if you get like the old Evil Knievel looking ones, you have the old metal flake and stuff like that in the helmets. Yeah, those sell amazing. They do really, really well. You can get some good money out of those. Henry, I thought you already left, buddy. I see you're back here again. Hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, thanks everybody for popping in. Looks like we got 25 people here. Yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody for coming out, stopping in, help me with this little break. I'm totally refreshed and recharged now. I got to have beer, talk to all my people. Yeah, this is super. So yeah, like I said, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. That's my time, and as always, thumbs up, everybody. Bye bye.